11:15 and I am just now coming into the office. Austin was a little late getting out of the house this morning, and then I got all the way over here. I was pulling in and realized I didn't grab my backpack, which had my laptop, my planner. My planner I could have done without, but my laptop I have to do orders. So I had to drive all the way back home. Thankfully, it's like an 8-minute drive, so not much, but it did just mean that I'm getting a little bit of a slower start than normal. I actually have not even had coffee yet this morning. One of those mornings. I am driving Eric's Jeep this morning because he is taking my Jeep to get an oil change. Sorry, I'm looking at the computer because I'm trying to get yesterday's Vlogmas uploaded. Get that process started. Oh my gosh, it's perfect. It's like the perfect temperature too. I don't like drinking out of these kinds of cups if I don't have a straw, so that's why I have a straw. Okay, I'm gonna drink my coffee. I'm gonna get Vlogmas uploading to YouTube, and I have a couple emails and a couple of different things I need to work on before I start packing orders. All right, on my to-do list was, trying to move that so the straw isn't in the way. I've had a little bit of coffee, so feeling better. But on my to-do list was to update my making journal, which I'll go grab in a moment, and my Ravelry project pages. Just with a couple of things that I have gotten done and then started. So I finished these yesterday. This is a pair of DK weight socks. This is a girl in her wool in the woodland colorway. I absolutely love this colorway, and this yarn was such a joy to work with. So I just did my DK weight vanilla sock pattern. That's a free download on Ravelry. US 3, what is that, 3.25 millimeter, I think. And yeah, I ended up doing 10 rounds for the cuff, 40 rounds for the leg in my making journal. And then this morning I started a Christmas gift. And those are a Christmas gift as well. So I started another Christmas gift, another pair of DK weight socks. And these go so quick. I flew through this second sock yesterday. If you saw that on I think I showed it a little bit on Vlogmas, but on the treadmill this morning, I got this sock started. Same thing, DK weight vanilla sock, same needles. I'm doing the size medium for these, and this is a Leap of Faith yarns in the Plumpkin colorway on her DK weight base. So these should go fairly quickly as well. They're the same size foot as this. So I got these started, and I just keep thinking, like, maybe I want to knit this for this person and that for that person. Y'all, we're at December 9th. Why do I do this? It's like I get close and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to knit all the things. But I do feel like this year, and I've seen some other people say this as well, that I feel behind on Christmas this year, even with just shopping. Like I didn't do, normally I'll make dishcloths for everyone. I didn't do that throughout the year this year. So I have 0 dishcloths to gift, and I actually need some new ones for myself. So I'm gonna get on the ball with that in the new year and try to get back on track with building that stash up throughout the year and then gifting everyone some around the holidays. Okay, I grabbed my journal from last year and then a couple of things that I want to show you. Ooh. So this is my journal from last year. Look at that, it makes me so happy. I mean, it's obviously not done yet. I still have things that I'm working on this month that will go in. But I don't know why it makes me so happy that it's like bent up and a little rough looking. So last year I started out the journal with writing down my whips from 2020 that I was carrying into the new year. So that is what this list is over here. There's a sticker, Making Journal 2021. I wrote down the list, broke it down like scrappy blankets and then other whips. And then throughout the year, if I finished it, I've marked it when it was finished and crossed it off, or if I frogged it, I've put that in here and crossed it off. So that's been fun. The only works in progress that are left from 2020 are the 3 scrappy blankets. So that's really exciting. So then I just went through and this is January. Super, super simple. I don't know, I like the simplicity. So I just wrote January and then I went through and I would post a little picture. I do have a little, I think it's a Canon. I have it linked on my Amazon storefront, but that I've used. I have not kept up with printing off the pictures. That's the only thing I have not kept up with. Partly because I keep running out of paper and it's not cheap. So I'll talk about what I think I'm going to do in a minute. But anyways, so I would number the projects. That was number 1 for the year. And I only put them in here when they're finished. I don't put them in here as a work in progress, only when it's finished. So this is kind of a finished objects journal, I guess you could say. And then I wrote kind of what, like this was Lofty Loops socks, because this was some Lofty Loops yarn. I put when I started, finished. Back in that, I was putting how many grams I used. I didn't keep up with that part of it. I wrote some notes about the yarn, project details, as far as what needles I used, how many I cast on, and then any notes about the project. And not just notes about how I worked it up. I put notes about like when I was working on this. I worked on this on New Year's Eve. I started this when my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law got here on December 26th to work on while we sat around. So it's lots of fun. And then here was my Muscleberg hat. And I put the yarn labels on this. I always tape a snip, just a little piece of the yarn in there. Same thing. Pattern, yarn, notes on it, and then it just goes on through. And I kind of treated it as a journal for me as well. I put like if I was feeling a certain way when I was working on this or what was going on. Then when it comes time for the end of a month, let me find that. So I would put my favorite finished object, favorite yarn from the month, and then the totals. So total finished objects, this is April. I only had 3 total finished objects in April. And then I also put total finished objects for 2021. At that point I had 21 finished objects for the year. And then I break it down. So this month I only knit finished socks, but so I did 3 socks in the month of April. But if it was like a month where January, the breakdown was 3 pairs of socks, 2 hats, 1 Christmas stocking, and 2 dishcloths. So I broke it down super easy like that, so that now when December's done, I can go back through and I can look at each monthly roundup page and see how many socks, you know, my total for the month, how many socks, and so forth, and add all of that up. And then I'll know how many socks I knit for the year, how many hats I knit for the year, just by going back and looking through those project pages. So here's where I'm currently at towards the end here. And like I said, I have not kept up with the pictures for a while. My writing has gotten messier as I've went. The things I've jotted down have gotten fewer, I will say that. Looking back at some of these beginning pages, I'm like, man, you were like on it. But yeah, what I think I might do with the pictures now is I have an app called Free Prints, and you get so many pictures free a month. You have to pay shipping, and it might only be a certain size, so this may not even work for this, but I print a lot of photos off of that app, and then they ship them to you. And I may look on there and see what different sizes of pictures I can get. I'm trying to look back through here and see how many, instead of printing all these off on my little printer, I may just do that. I have that much that needs pictures printed. They're all on my phone, so I could easily put them into the app, choose a size photo that is going to fit in here, and call it good. And I mean, the little printer is amazing and wonderful. I've really enjoyed it. There's been no issues with it other than I just feel like I'm running out of paper and it's not cheap. So depending on how this works with that app and the sizes of pictures I can get, then I might just use that going forward. I wouldn't be able to put it in here immediately, but I could just do it monthly, order them and put them in. So yeah, I actually don't think I have even, I haven't even done my November monthly roundup page, so I do need to do that. But I also wanted to show you guys, so I picked out this for my 2022 journal. I'm gonna need a sticker to put on the front here, but this is what I've picked out for my 2020 journal, or 2022 journal. I love the craft pages. I used to have a notebook, that like a journal that I was keeping track of yarns that went in my Cozy Memories blanket that I loved, and it had a very similar spine to this, and it had the craft pages. When you open these types up, they lay pretty flat. So this is what I wanted to use. And I do have these, I believe there's still some in stock on the website. I ordered just a small amount of them just to kind of see. But yeah, I love the craft pages. I think it's the same size. It might be. Yeah, it's almost exactly the same size as this one was. I think it does have the same exact amount of pages that I used. So that's good as well. But yeah, this is what I've ordered to use for 2022 because I do think this is going to be such a fun thing to have and look back on over the years. And to me, it's much more fun to have it here in my hands than to look through Ravelry and to be able to see the yarns and a snip of the yarn. Yeah, I just like it. So I also have in the shop these. I ran out and ended up just using tape here these past few months, but I did order some of these for the shop, so now I have them back. But I love this for, it just goes right on, like you would use the little whiteout things, and this is amazing for putting the yarn labels in there, any snips of paper or anything. So I have those in the shop as well. And then I also have, I'm going to try this year to use some different washi tapes just because they are fun. They'll add a little pop of color. So I have a selection of those on the website too. These are just a couple I grabbed out of the top. But yeah, so I'm going to try to use some of these as well. Like I said, I like the simpler the better, but I think just adding in some washi tape when I tape the yarn in or something is a fun way that I can add a little pop of color and make it a little festive as well. During the holiday season, you know, I can use Santa or something like that, and then some florals in the spring and summer, and I think it'll be fun. Okay, I wanted to make sure I shared that because I've had a lot of people ask for me to show my making journal, and I really haven't at all. But that is it so far. Just this month, and then it's done. I can't believe I actually, for the most part, kept up with it. Like I said, I haven't done photos for quite a bit of the past couple of months, but I love it. I can't wait to start this coming year. Finished eating my lunch and working on my to-do list a bit. My ginormous planner here. I am going to knit for, gosh, probably not even 15 minutes. Sometimes you need just a little bit of knitting time. Tonight is knit group. It is Thursday, which means it's knit group at Bach Family Brewing. We meet every Thursday at 5 p.m. if you are local. We're usually there till about 8, just hanging out, knitting. They have a great food truck. They have great beer if that's something you enjoy. They also have other beverages, sodas and things, but yeah, we really enjoy it. It's a nice location. We have a room we meet up in, so it makes it nice. We have doors we can close if it gets a little too busy in the main area. I'm home. I've been to the post office. Everyone will start getting home here in just a couple of moments. I am working on a grocery list for Saturday when I run to the store. Starting it early because then I'm less likely to forget to add something. Dexter's chewing on a bone. I'm sitting here watching a Vlogmas and I realized I have not even opened up today's advents. So let's go fix that right now. Are you feeling better today, mister? Are you feeling better? Can you sit? Sit. Good boy. Uh-oh. Somebody's in my advent basket. Hi, little guy. Did you help me open those? You were such a good helper. Sitting there like a good boy while I opened those. Yes, you're such a good boy. Yes, you are. Now begins the what will I take to knit group to work on dilemma. That happens every Thursday. If I have these done, obviously I will not take these. I think I'll take these. Super easy, mindless. I might wind up a skein, the next one for my Moonglow Yarn Co. So it would be day 4. I just love this pattern, y'all. I love it. Love it. I still need to update the project page with my notes. So if you're gonna do it and you have any questions and it's not on Ravelry, just message me. I just haven't gotten around to it. So I'll probably wind this up. Once Eric gets home, I'm not gonna start winding that up in case I have to like grab Dexter. So I could do this at knit group and maybe I'll take these socks, the Moonglow Yarn Co. cowl, and my habitation throw. I think I'll take that too. If you noticed yesterday with the habitation throw, I decided to use up all of the 20 gram mini instead of, the pattern was written for 10 gram minis, a 10 gram advent set of 24. I know it's gonna be huge, but that's fine. I think the habitation throw isn't a very big blanket anyways, but it's a throw, so it's like a square, but this is gonna be pretty big. But I think I would rather do that than have to weigh it or count rows or like just keep going with the pattern, use up the entire mini, and then switch to the next is the plan, which means it will take me a little longer. I probably will not get it done by the end of December, but that's okay.